Hey, AT from CNC at Home. I'm down on the floor working on a project and realized I wasn't videotaping, so we're kind of in the middle of this project, but here's what I've got so far. Got some foam core board, got another piece over here, got a few scraps. I got another full piece in the utility room. What I'm creating is a little box essentially to put around the laser to kind of harness some of those fumes, especially when you're burning tiles. That burning the paint is really kind of toxic, and it gets around the house even just a little bit. You can smell it. So I'm trying to create this little box to contain it, and I'll also then be hooking up an exhaust to that so it'll pump the stuff outside. So anyway, here's just a little tour of what I've got so far. We've got these two pieces put together. Will go like that. Okay, and then the laser sitting right over there at the moment, that's going to sit right in here, and then there'll be a piece coming across the top, and there'll be an exhaust hole in the top of that so that the fumes can be vented out. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'll just take a few pictures here maybe while I'm doing this and show the final product. It's just, like I said, foam core, using a little hot glue, some duct tape. So simple. Here's my first test fit. It looks like it fits in here just fine. There's plenty of room for the laser to be in there. There's room for the drag chain. It's not going to hit when it comes forward. And look at this. I've got a piece of acrylic. Now it still has the protective tape on it, but this will be clear so I can look in and see what's going on. So I just need to build out the front of this a little bit to hold the acrylic in place and to just kind of finish off the front here. So looking good so far. To hold the acrylic in, I've created just an extra little piece here. It looks like this. I can just set in there, glued in place. There'll be another one. This one will go up here. That. And that will help hold that acrylic in place. Hold things sideways so it would. This is the front sideways like that. You'll see when it's done. Okay, so here's where these things are glued in, and what that allows me to do is put this piece of acrylic in there, and that'll kind of hold it in place. Pretty straightforward. Here it is. The box is finished for the most part. Got the piece of acrylic on. We can see in the laser. There's plenty of room on each of the sides for the gantry to move back and forth. The next step will be cutting a hole in the back here, and then I've got an exhaust vent that I'll be hooking up. When those parts arrive, then we'll do that step. And then this just slides out nice and easily. Then we have complete access to get in here. And this can fold back a little bit. If I was smart, I would have had this, and I could still do this. I could still cut a seam across here and essentially have this, half this top kind of fold up out of the way, and it'll give some light in here and a little bit more access to the laser.
With the box basically done, now I just need to wait for a couple parts. I have an adapter and a fan coming. Here are the parts. I have the adapter with a damper in it so I can shut off the airflow, as well as an inline fan that'll do approximately 75 cubic feet per minute moving air. I'm going to use an existing ductwork, but I need to reroute it because it's not in a good position. So I'll need to pull it down, around, and up over the return vent and back out to where it came, and then run it a different direction and have it come out right about here, which is right above where the laser sits. The shutoff damper valve will get attached somewhere here, and a pipe will get connected up to the fan, which will get connected to the flexible pipe going outside. I need to make a few adjustments to my box. First thing I did was cut a hole so that I could attach this whole thing. I also put a dowel across where I could hang an S-hook. This S-hook is where I have a string and a little weight to help keep some of the cabling out of the way. I added some reinforcement to help sturdy this whole thing up and give me something to screw the fan to, or not the fan, the shutoff. Here's the whole thing assembled. Got the shutoff, tubing, going up to the inline fan that's connected to the insulated ductwork. I also cut the top so that I have more access into the laser area. Here we can see the opening for the ductwork. With the extra lid opening, there's quite a bit of light that gets in here. Makes it easy to see during setup. I also have my piece of acrylic in the front. The opening at the top and then the opening at the bottom will allow the air to flow in. This should work well for keeping all the fumes out of the working area and just in this box and ducting out. It's time to do a test burn. A while back I had burned my friend's name into a journal. Something had happened with that and it got all washed away, and the burn wasn't very deep, so he asked me to redo it. So here I'm putting my friend's name back in the journal after getting everything lined up. Burning leather really smells poorly. So with this fume catching box, I couldn't smell a thing outside of it. This new setup seems to be working really well. With the addition of my portable clamp-on LED light, I was able to light up the inside of the box. This is going to be great.
Oops.
Hi, I'm AT from CNC at Home. If you like our content, help support our channel by clicking on subscribe and liking our videos. Thank you for watching this video. Have fun with your CNC at Home projects.